Hey y'all, if you've ever looked at your budget and thought, well, I can't have fun this month, then this video is for you. Today I'm answering a question that I got in my private Facebook group, and that is, how do I stick to a budget without feeling like I'm missing out? And I thought, this is a great question, and I'm sure many people are wondering this. So let's dive in and answer this question. So whether it's a girls' night, a birthday dinner, or a last minute invite, those moments can totally wreck your budget if you don't have a plan for it. So how do we make a plan for it? So it can feel hard when you are trying to budget and you're trying to live a life and have some fun. Because let's be real, nobody wants to say no all the time. It can feel awkward, lonely, and even a little shamey when you're trying to be the responsible one. And I get it. I am probably one of the only ones in my friend group who actually does a budget. And there have been times where I've had to say no because it didn't fit into that month's budget. So when I tell you these things, it is coming firsthand knowledge. I know how you feel. But here's what I want you to know. You can still have fun. You just have to plan on it with purpose. So it's all about intentionality and making a plan. So when you sit down to build your monthly budget, you need to go ahead and include that fun money. But you have to do it responsibly. You're going to have to look at your budget and you're going to have to see what can you really afford. Not what do you want to afford, but what can you actually afford. In some months, it may be only $20. And that's okay. You can do something for $20 for fun. And the best part is you're giving yourself permission to enjoy the life without any guilt when you go ahead and put it in your budget. So when you sit down to do your budget, think ahead. Do you have any birthdays, any dinners, any events this month? Go ahead and write it down so that you can put it in the plan if you've got that extra money. I know that with my group of friends, we plan to get together once a month. We set the date either at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month before, so we have plenty of time to plan before we actually get together. And so what that looks like for me is at the beginning of the month, when I'm planning out my budget, I will look what we have planned for that month. Sometimes we go out to eat. Sometimes, we do different things. So I'll look at what the actual plan is and then I'll see, does it fit in my budget for that month? So budgeting for fun money doesn't mean you're bad with money. It actually means you're smart with money because you're being intentional. And that's what budgeting is all about. So here's a tip. Keep a running list of expected social events so that you're not caught off guard. Take 5 minutes right now or after this video and write out all the things that you know you need to plan for. So here's the key though. If you say yes to something, then you have to say no to something else. That is the key if your budget is already tight. So here's a suggestion you can do. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So say you normally eat out 8 times a month. Well, knock it back to 6 or 7. And figure out maybe a cheap dinner you can cook at home instead. And then you're going to take that money that you would have spent eating out and use that for your special event that you're wanting to attend this month. So, that is why it's so important to plan it out so that you can make those adjustments beforehand so you're not scrambling. So I don't want you to think of it as deprivation. I want you to think about it's a choice. You're choosing where your money's going. Instead of going out to eat here, I'm going to go to this event. Like you're just purposely moving that money where you want it to go. You are in control of your money. Your money is not in control of you. So just think of it as a fun swap. So if I go out Friday night, I'm going to cook at home Saturday night. Just want to have that mentality when it comes to planning for fun money. But I also want to let you know it is okay if you do have to say no. Don't make it make you feel bad. Saying no doesn't mean you're a bad friend. It makes you a budget boss. If saying no is really hard for you, let me give you this suggestion. And I'm giving you this suggestion because this is something I have done personally. So here's an even better idea. Suggest something else. Sometimes the best hangouts aren't eating out in concerts. They're at someone's house on the couch with a good snack and a real conversation. So as I said earlier, me and my girlfriends get together every month. And we started doing this over a year ago. Well, it became very noticeable that everyone in the group can't afford to go out and do something every single month. It was putting a strain on some finances and stressing some people out. So we came up with the idea, hey, let's just hang out at somebody's house and bring some finger foods. So that way it's fun, it's low stress, no one spends more than a few dollars, and we actually just get to hang out and talk. And to me, I like that better than actually going out. So if you want to be the one to make that suggestion, this is what it could sound like. You could be like, hey, I'm trying to be smart with money right now. Want to do something chill at my place instead? I mean, worst case scenario, they're going to say, no, we want to go out. So it doesn't hurt to try. And if I had to guess, they probably will be thankful because they may be struggling with money right now too, but they're just not admitting it. And I want you to keep the big picture in mind. So missing out on a dinner or two doesn't mean you're missing out on life. You're building something bigger. You're building a peace of mind, less stress, money left at the end of the month. So your budget is here to support your life and not take it over. So you don't want the budget to be the end all be all. Like, I can't, it won't be sustainable if that's how you're attacking your budget. Your budget is here to support your life and not take it over. So you want to have the plan in place with your budget so that you can stay on track and you can continue to budget while still getting to have a little fun. Look, you're the coach of your money team. It's your job to make sure every dollar has a position and a purpose. So yes, you can have fun, stick to a budget. It just takes planning, sometimes a little creativity. Give yourself some grace, but budgeting is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. If this was helpful in any way, give it a like. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what's your favorite budget-friendly way to hang out with friends. Last year, mine was we got together at one of my friends' house during the holiday season and we each brought a mini charcuterie board and we just snacked on, and everybody brought something different. And so we had all these amazing charcuterie boards and we just sat, we snacked. We played Cards Against Humanity, and oh my goodness, we laughed so hard that entire night, and that is probably my favorite memory from last year of hanging out. But remember, you're not sitting on the sidelines anymore. You've got a plan, you've got options, and you don't have to miss out to stay on budget. If this hit home and you're ready to talk through your own game plan, let's chat. Book a free pre-huddle call with me. We will look at what's going on with your money. I'll even help you figure out what your next best move is. I will put the link below in the description. Let's make your money game strong. So just remember, have fun, stay on budget, and you've got this.